Hi, everybody, and welcome to this Bulls Update as we welcome in UB women's basketball head coach Felisha Legette-Jack. Felisha, we wanted to talk a little bit about some of your newer players, and you can kind of give us a little bit of that mid-season update on some of your freshmen. At times, they've been starting. At times, they've been key players off the bench. It's been a rotation. So I know you're trying to feel your way through a little bit of that young class, aren't you?
We're young, yeah, absolutely. And that freshman year, I try to tell my freshmen, I got Rookie of the Year my freshman year and I only averaged 12 points and 8 rebounds. There's not a high expectation of freshmen. All we care about is if they go hard. You got to go hard. You got to touch every line. You got to be the first in the sprints. You got to take the open shots if that's your range. You have to get the rebound if that's, or block out if that's your area to try to rebound. Just the little things we expect from freshmen, and everything else, it'll take care of itself.
All right, let's start with one of your freshman guards, Gabby Bidet.
Yes.
Tell us a little bit about where her game is at right now.
Gabby is going to be really exciting for our team in the future. She is a really great shooter, and she's a very high IQ basketball mind, but at the time, she goes up and down just like every freshman. Right now, she's on the up. She's really playing at a high level, and she's really challenging the people in her position. Matter of fact, she's earned the right to start for us in our next game. She's shooting the ball well. She's passing the ball well, and for a guard of her size, she rebounds the ball well.
And it seems to me when Brittney Morrison is at the top of her game, she really gives you a lot of spark and a lot of energy.
This young lady, she's 5'7", and she's an amazing low block, back to the basket kind of post presence. But most times she forgets that she's 5'7", and she wants to go up on the big guys, and I'm trying to explain to her, this is not high school. You can't bulldozer your way in.
That's how she probably had her success in high school.
Absolutely how she had her success. And so we're trying to teach her the sweep move, to pull away, to come back in, those kind of moves where she can kind of get them where she wants them, take a deep breath, have some patience, which freshmen don't have, and then go back at them. But it's a work in progress, and I think she's a great clay to have. It's just going to take her some time to understand.
In the last couple of games, we've seen a little more playing time and a little more spark at times from your freshman from Canada, Kaila Casado. Again, up and down, I'm sure, is what you're going to tell me. But when she's had some sparkling moments, you can see the really talented player in there.
What we signed her for, and we signed her late, was the fact that she can play defense. She's an unbelievable defender, and she's also a great driver. And now, she's getting excited and looking around and seeing other people shooting the ball, and she's like, well, she wants to shoot it. We want you to drive it in, and we're okay with you charging. We're okay with you being out of control. We're okay with things not working for you. But the more you do that, the more you really respect what we're trying to share with you to drive that ball, you're going to get on the free throw line and get the points the old kind of fashion way on the free throw line and a layup. You can get 3 that way as well. And lately she's been really understanding that, and she's having a lot more fun in practice.
It's interesting as a coaching staff, you recognize, you identify these young players that you recruit and bring in, and then what you're telling me is when they get here, you have to find out the 2 or 3 things that they do well, even though they might have done 10 things well in their younger days, the 2 or 3 things not only that they do well, but that can help your team win. And maybe it's sometimes hard getting the players to understand, just go out and do this for us.
Yes, and that's something we share with them at the front door. These are the things we need you to do for this team, because when you recruit young ladies, you putting pieces to the puzzle that left or you don't no longer have, and you bring those guys to put them into that piece, and they're going to evolve eventually into a bigger piece, but they have to remember the reason why they're here, and the more they get that, the more better we're going to become. But when you bring in a lot of freshmen like we had to do, they think that I got to do more, I got to do these other things that I thought I was good at, and to help us win, not necessarily.
All right, well, the next chance for Bulls fans to really get a look at some of the names we've talked about is a terrific doubleheader we're going to have here at Alumni Arena on Saturday, February 6th. Your team takes on Ball State at 1 o'clock, followed by the men's game later that day. Good luck between now and then. I'm sure we'll catch up with you more before we get to that February 6th game.
Wonderful. Thanks so much for all you do.
All right, that's Felisha Legette-Jack, the UB women's basketball coach, and this has been a Bulls Update.